Hi guys, Todd Falcone here. Welcome to a very interesting and unusual blog post. I'm actually, you can't see it over here, but my iPhone's going on and I'm doing this live on Periscope, teaching actually how I do a blog post, but I'm actually doing a blog post for you guys because somebody asked me, how do you get rid of the whole fear thing? How do you reduce the anxiety and the nerves that take place when you're actually involved or brand new in a network marketing business? And I could sit here and I'm sure give you 27 different tips on how to get rid of your fear. But the only thing that really has worked well for me, there's two things I'm going to give you in this post, okay? And it may be a little too simple for some of you, and you got to go, well, wait a minute, it's got to be more than difficult than that. There's got to be 82 different steps. I'm going to give you two, okay? Number one, well, actually maybe three, okay? So number one is if you haven't really made a whole lot of phone calls yet for your network marketing business, the most important thing that you want to do is, first of all, if whatever you're going to say, if you're going to make a call and you're going to use a script or a template to begin a conversation that you haven't yet had, is to practice that a few times. So I would never just look at the script for the very first time and then make my first phone call. I'd read it a few times, I'd get comfy with it, at least semi-comfortable. I know I'm not going to be perfect. And then I'm going to sit down, I'm going to close my doors, I'm going to make sure I don't have any distractions at all, and I'm going to make my phone call using the script. Now, here's the tip, and I say this on stage all the time. The best way to get rid of your fear is actually to face it, one little phone call at a time. I would never tell a brand new person who's totally paralyzed, who can't even seem to make a phone call, to go out and make 50 calls their first day. Just make one call and get through it. So you've summoned up just enough courage to make the call and you're like, oh my gosh, now you can celebrate whether it was a great call or you totally blew it. You actually did the action, you took the step, you made the phone call, which you weren't making before. You were actually staying away from making the phone call. You were in avoidance procedure. Now you actually made one call. So here's the thing, if you can make one, you can make two. If you can make two, you can make three, and so on. So that's really the easiest step to reducing your fear associated with making phone calls in your network marketing business. The second thing, and I guess I'll just give you a couple things. The second thing is this: do it with a friend. Find somebody you can make some calls with. Maybe it's your sponsor, maybe it's someone's sideline, maybe you get together with someone. And I can promise you this, that when you make phone calls with a partner and you're in maybe the same room or you're working together, if you get blown out by somebody, it's going to be a whole lot easier to recover from a bad phone call than if you're all by yourself. Because if you got a really bad prospect and you're already dealing with fear and that person totally blew you out, then guess what happens? It might put you completely on your heels for a day, a week, a month. It might put you out of the business because you had such a bad experience. But if you got a buddy and the buddy's with you, the buddy can lift you up and say, no big deal, let's go make another phone call. Let me do it this time. And so those are a couple things. Number one, facing it one call at a time. Don't give yourself so much pressure where you got to call 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Make one call, and if you survive the one, link it to another call. If you survive that one, which you will, link it to another one. And pretty soon, just the continuous exposure to making phone calls and giving presentations, the fear tends to go away. And by the way, again, I'm doing this right now live, hi on Periscope, all my Periscope people. This is the first time I'm doing this. This is pressure. Am I nervous? No, I'm not. I'm first time ever having done this. Now, I know you can't see the whole Periscope thing, but that's okay. It is live on Periscope right now. And hey, so that's a tip. Just one call at a time, one baby step at a time. Do it with a buddy, do it with a partner. And I promise you this, if you continually expose yourself to that activity that you fear the most, you're going to eventually get rid of that fear. And what you thought was so scary now becomes so much easier. And by the way, it's so critically important that you do get rid of that fear because you have to prospect in order to be successful in network marketing. So hey, this is Todd Falcone. Thanks so much for watching another blog post. Hey, I don't know where you're watching this, if it's on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, that's cool. But if you really want to get into the conversation, I'd love to hear your comments. Comment right down below on my website, which is toddfalcone.com. That's where the conversation's happening. And we will see you soon on another video. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.